Every December, I feel like an animal that's going into its pre-hibernation motions where I have to catch that one last fish like my life depends on it. It's hard to come to grips that your once full trunk filled with your fishing rods and fishing tackle will soon be empty for a couple months. I'm not ready to give up the salt yet, just one last cast. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Dave D Fishing. So in this video, we're going to be fishing for fish in the cod family, aka the Gadoid family. This video is going to be tailored more towards those smaller species that you could catch inshore this time of year in late fall, winter. So right now I'm fishing on the South Shore of Massachusetts. I'm fishing for Tommy cod right now, which pretty fun to catch. They're often a bycatch of smelt fishing. So briefly, some of these species you can catch of the Gadoid family, the cod family, inshore right now. In the winter, you can catch Tommy cod, you could catch red hake, pollock, and then occasionally small Atlantic cod. I have caught very small ones, nothing huge, but all of them are tasty, all of them are fun to catch. And it's pretty, for the most part, pretty lazy fishing. You can drop a rod in the water, drop a line in the water with some bait on it, or you can actively jig if you want. All these fish in this family behave pretty much the same way. If you've ever been out in a charter boat fishing for cod or haddock, it is the same thing, just downsized. Nice simple fishing. It's fun to do in the winter, especially when it's warmer out. Today's a little bit chilly. It's 31 right now, but yeah, good fishing, fun stuff. You could eat the fish. So yeah, let me talk about the tackle, catch some bait, and then hopefully catch some Tommy cod. So let me show you what I'm using as far as tackle and gear. So first rod right here is a little 4.5 foot ultralight rod. I think it's rated up to a ½ ounce. It's pretty light, very soft action on it. And then I have a little Daiwa QZ 750 reel on there, and that's spooled up with 4-pound test ice fishing monofilament line, just because it's getting cold out. Braid's going to start getting crispy and crunchy and getting ruined, so I just go this way. The monofilament's really cheap. I think it was like $5 for a spool of 300 yards. Moving down the line, first stop is a dropper loop, really thin line. So the dropper loop itself is probably 3 inches long. And then I have a little size 6 Aberdeen hook looped off to that. And then at the bottom I just put a surgeon's loop, and then you put the sinker of your choice on the bottom, whatever weight you need. Just to make it known, just important detail, make sure the sinker is about 2 or 3 inches underneath the hook, because you want that bait sitting pretty close to the bottom, because these are bottom feeders. You want the bait right in their face. Let me show you my other rod quick. Another little ultralight rod. This is actually a 6-footer. Same reel, Daiwa QZ 750. This is spooled up with 6-pound braid on there. Nothing fancy. And it goes to a speaky rig. So here are the hooks right here. So I believe these are Hayabusa hot hooks, I believe. I trimmed down the little tinsel on there just to make the presentation a little bit more compact in case there's smelt around, so I can get some bonus fish while I'm fishing for these Tommy cod. So we're gonna go catch bait. I did not come down here with any bait at all, so let's catch some silver sides. Okay, so here's the little silver side I just caught. We're just cutting them up into 3/8 inch wide little chunks. Just make sure the chunks aren't too big for your hook, otherwise the hook point won't be exposed and you will miss fish. Once you cut your bait, just take that little chunk, hook it through the back of the piece of bait, and just make sure your hook point is exposed. I prefer to use the center parts of the silver side first, with the guts obviously because it smells more, and then I'll use the head and the tail last. When fishing for Tommy cod, it is imperative that you find a spot with a lot of structure, like right here, a lot of pilings. You can see all the barnacles, and there's mussels stuck on the side. A lot of places for these Tommy cod to hide during the daytime. I do find that I catch more Tommy cod and larger ones at night. And you could also catch Tommy cod in the marshes as well. Structure in those marshes will look like those steep embankments with all those holes and crevices underneath the edges of the marsh. Alright guys, so the tide's really low right now. We got a couple bites, but I think they were grubby sculpins and silver sides. So while the tide's starting to come up, I'm gonna go run and grab some chicken nuggets and come back, and hopefully there's some fish here. I actually caught a couple smelt for bait and a couple silver sides, so I think I got enough to tide me over for a little bit, but I'll still try and catch some more bait. So alright guys, stay tuned. Alright, got a nibble on the chunk. Oh, that's a nice one right there. Good eating size one. Was here barely 5 minutes. Caught a nice little, decent sized Tommy cod on the chunk bait. Let me see if I get a better picture of him. Yeah, these things actually taste really good. For you, those of you interested in trying to eat these, this thing's probably around, I don't know, probably like 8 inches or so. So good size one. So we got our first gadoid. Nice little thing. So, yep, we're gonna take him and we're gonna eat him. So, yep, little chunk of bait right there. It was a very slow bounce at first. It was barely perceivable. Like I thought it was a crab on this, so I let it go, and then the thing started hammering away at it. So, bait's still good. We're gonna chuck this thing back down. Not bad. First 5 minutes. There's a bite. Another nice one. A little bit fatter than the other one though, definitely. Okay guys, so chunky little Tommy cod number 2. I know they're nothing special, but man, they taste good. Too busy messing around. I really want that though. They're really good bait. Be patient, David. He's gonna make a turn soon. Ooh, got him. You can tell I've done this once or twice. I'd love to get a bunch more of these. Let's see if I can show you a close-up. Sand eels. You see. Right there. Little tiny tail. So yeah, big giant school of these just went by, and these things are really good bait. That's a bite right there on the sabiki rig with little tiny pieces of silver side. Yep. Ooh, that's much bigger than much bigger than the other one. All right. So here's that fish I just got on the sabiki rig. This is definitely bigger. Good little fish right here. So good things happening. So I got, I got 3 of them right now, 3 good sized ones. So I'm gonna try and get maybe 10 to 15 total, depending on my patience. And then the next part of the video, I'll be fishing for something else. Could be pollock, red hake, whiting, whatnot. So this rod that it's still in the water right here, I actually put a chunk of sand eel on there. Got a couple pecks on it, but we'll see if it materializes into anything. So alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I caught 6 nice sized Tommy cod up to like, I think they're like 8 inches or so. They're very chunky fish, they're good. So I'm gonna mix them with the smelt I caught and make a nice little fish fry. Next time you'll see me, we'll be going for another species. I don't know what it is yet. I'm just gonna play it by ear and the weather and my work schedule. So alright.